Hey peeps, welcome back. We're talking the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 14, episode 14. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. All right now, peeps, here it is Sunday, and I am just now watching The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So before we get into the show, let's talk about a couple things I've seen out online. So I think that someone posted a fake story that Mia was choosing to leave The Real Housewives of Potomac. Listen, I want to believe that it's true, but I think that it's an absolute lie. First of all, if Mia leaves Potomac, it'll definitely be because the show asked her not to come back. She is not volunteering to quit the show. I think this is just a fake story and a plant, because later I saw where someone had posted something saying that Jazzy had chose to leave the Real Housewives of Potomac. First of all, she was a friend of, and we rarely saw her. I would like to see her added. But anyway, she later came out with a post, and in her post, she was saying, and I'm paraphrasing, "Don't believe everything you see, verify your source. And think twice before believing anything that you see online," because she doesn't have any plans on leaving the Real Housewives of Potomac. So I truly don't think that Mia's going anywhere unless Andy Cohen and the rest of the people at Bravo decide to put her on a brief pause. Also, it was just 2 days ago I seen her, Jazzy, and Jacqueline on the publicity circuit. They were doing interviews, and someone had asked Mia who she would like to see on the season with her next season for season 10 if she had it her way. And she said it would be her, Robin, Monique, Giselle, Karen, Wendy, Stacy, and Jacqueline, which was weird because Jazzy is, there at the event right along with them, and they were taking pictures and all hugged up. And first of all, we know Karen is not, going to be able to make it because they're going to start filming in a couple of weeks. Second of all, we don't want you or Jacqueline, and please remove Robin, okay? Listen, if you asked me, it would definitely be Kay replacing Jacqueline, Jazzy replacing Robin, and, Candace replacing Mia. Even though I would love to see Candace be able to have a sit-down conversation with Monique, hash this all out and move forward. Candace and Monique were so much better as friends. I'm just saying, but I did notice that Mia definitely left off Ashley. I would also like to include Vivian. Make Vivian a friend of. Now, listen, I know that I do not cover Married to Medicine. I'm one of those people. I watch Married to Medicine from time to time. The last couple of seasons I didn't watch at all. But this current season, I have been watching. I've watched every episode of Married to Medicine this season, and I have gotten tickled quite a bit. First of all, Dr. Heavily does way too damn much. Second of all, Simone. If Simone was removed from the cast, I would not be bothered. It would not hurt me or upset me in a tiny bit. But they just recently had the reunion. But listen, and I would also like to say that they could get rid of Sweet Tea and Dr. G, because Dr. G is too damn much. I don't like him or the drama, the baby talk that he does. I don't like any of it. However, if Sweet Tea divorced him and stayed on the show, I could deal with her. I like her. I think she's a little naive when it comes to Greg, but I don't think he's good enough for her. That's just my opinion. But they just posted their reunion photos, and I just figured, I don't have any fashion sense, but I can definitely give my opinion on these dresses. And so coming in number one for me was definitely Quad. I thought she was stunning from head to toe. Now, number two was a tie for me because Contessa was killing the game. Her body was perfect. The dress was perfect. But the other girl, is her name Mimi? Dr. Mimi? Dr. Mai? I can't remember. She's only been in like maybe 3 episodes. Her and her former NBA or NFL husband. Anyway, I like her. She's a doctor. Even though the last episode I seen with her, I thought she was kind of speaking to the women as if they had hired her as a physician, and I don't love that. You know, you're not their therapist. I didn't like that. But anyway, her and Contessa is definitely coming in as number 2. They look amazing. Both of these women. I love the dresses. After that would have to be Toya. Toya is killing it from head to toe. That dress is beautiful. Then it would have to be Dr. Heavenly. Lord, Dr. Heavenly drives me batshit crazy. She starts so much drama, and then she likes to hide her damn hands and then sit in her closet, rake up all these views, screaming and yelling her head off, just stabbing her so-called friends in the back and in the front. Oh, damn it. But she looks really, really good. After that would have to be Dr. Jackie. And then, you know, believe it or not, it was a tie for last place for me too. I thought Simone's dress was not very cute. It wasn't sewn together very well. I didn't like the mesh and the stitching. It wasn't giving. And Sweet Tea's dress just seemed like it was for a different event. It didn't really go. Her hair and her makeup was beautiful. I thought Sweet Tea has an amazing figure. I just did not love this outfit. And those are just my takes on the Married to Medicine reunion looks. Get down in the comments, you guys, and let me know what you think. That was just me being in another show's business. Okay, so ID, you guys know that I'm a true crime junkie. Okay, so listen, there's a show that's on Oxygen, I think it is, and I think it's been on for a while because there's 3 seasons of it on the Peacock. And I started watching it, and the first episode really took me all the way the hell out. And I said to myself, well, shit, it can't get any worse than this. And as each episode started to roll, I said, well, shit, yes, it can. It's called Killer Siblings. I don't know, but listen, shit. You always think that, some families, they have a little black sheep, but you never thought there'd be more than one. These are killer siblings that do way too damn much. Just evil, destruction, and violence. They treat violence like somebody inviting them over for a sleepover. Like, oh, murder everybody? Sure. I mean, please, if you like true crime, check that out. It's on the Peacock. But anyway, I said all that because ID has a new 6-part docuseries that's about to come out called Hollywood Demons. It premieres on March the 24th. Taylor from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, along with Gina and Tammy from The Real Housewives of the OC, they will be on an episode that airs April the 14th. Listen, I'm here for it. I cannot wait to watch. So you guys check that out. The show starts on March 24th. It's called Hollywood Demons. Anything with a demon in the title just sets me off. Like, oh, this is about to be something. I'm just saying. All right. So also before we get into the show, you know how everything is going. This political climate is out of control. Things are just getting worse and worse. And I hate to bring up politics on my channel because I know we don't all agree. But damn, I am stressed out by this bullshit. But anyway, President Trump and this Mar-a-Lago situation where he's trying to make Gaza beautiful, all that other bullshit. Anyway, my views are starting to show. Anyway, there was a post regarding this, and Dorit liked this post. And I said, what the fuck? Just when I was starting to try to enjoy Dorit, she reminds me of the bullshit. Why would you like this? Why would this be okay? Anyway, let me shut up because this is not a political channel, but this is just my feelings. Gaza belongs to the people of Gaza, period. That's just my feelings, and I'm going to keep it there. But what the fuck? Who is excited about this? Who is loving this? Dorit. Anyway. People are not here for the bullshit. I'm not here for the bullshit either. I just think that yet again, she shows us who she really is. And I'm tired. Anyway, let's just move on to the show. So the show starts out with Kyle and Kathy. And I'm telling you, Kathy, she's walking a thin line with me too. These antics in the end of this episode just seem so performative and just so I'm looking for a moment. And this is Kathy Hilton, so she doesn't need to look for a moment. You're Kathy Hilton, but this is getting to be silly. This isn't funny anymore like Hunky Dory was at first. Anyway, Kathy and Kyle in the car, and then later we see them at the doctor's office. They're having mammograms. And I just want to say, ladies, it is very important that you get your mammogram, especially if you are over the age of 40. Please make it your business to be at someone's office getting your mammogram once a year. I know that sometimes it's hurtful because it's just all that tight pinching and, you know, too damn much. Hold your arm up here, cold up there. It's a lot, but get it done. You will be thankful that you did. Kyle and Kathy are talking, and you could just tell that Kathy is ready to just blow the spot up. Kathy is ready to read Mo for filth. She's ready to put all the business out of the street, and I'm ready to hear it. You could tell that Kyle is still trying to duck and dodge. She's still trying to hide. She doesn't really want to talk about the situation. Then she makes some sort of comment that she was thinking that she would probably just run into him at a restaurant with someone. She wasn't thinking that she would see it in paparazzi. And I said, you know what? Pull back, fall back, shut up. This man watched you all over social media, all over the show, prancing around with Morgan Wade, getting tattoos, hugged up, feeding each other hors d'oeuvres, all this other bullshit. And you expected to just walk in and see him in a restaurant? No, the hell you didn't. No, you didn't. And there's something in me that says, did he set all this paparazzi shit up himself just so he could make you see how it felt when he saw you trampling around town with this woman? Why are we supposed to feel like you are a victim? You did it to him last season. And in my own opinion, which I don't know these people, so this could not be true, but I believe that her and Morgan never broke up. I think what it was is she realized that I think she might have thought that it was a bad look to be parading her new love around town. So she decided to pull back and hide this relationship with Morgan. I don't think their relationship ever stopped. And I don't think that she should have to. If you guys are really separated like you say you are, and you say he's allowed to date, then that means you're allowed to date too. And if Morgan is who you love, say that. Go out in public with this woman. Keep living your best life and allow him to do the same. You are sitting at home in the hopes that this dude is going to change his mind and decide that his life is not going to be right if he's not there with you. And that is not what he is saying. Every bit of his actions, moving out, getting his own apartment, being hugged up with his dance partner, Emma. Then we see him with this lady. He's all over town with another lady. He is doing his thing while you are sitting at home alone acting like you don't know what to do with your life and possibly secretly seeing Morgan on the weekends. This is bullshit. Move the fuck on. While you're sitting somewhere removing wife off of Instagram, you should have been calling a law office and asking them, do you happen to have a forensic accountant on retainer? Because I need to find the damn money, all the property, Swiss accounts, Cayman accounts, all the shits. You are playing a game. He is not. You best believe this man has all of his ducks in a row. I would not be surprised if there was some law firm that already had your divorce papers drawn up and they are just sitting there waiting for the call, waiting for him to say serve. You are acting out. You are acting ridiculous. No, ma'am. You are the mom of strong daughters. You got to stand up. Be strong. Make up your mind what you want to do with your life. Make your own decisions. Do not allow this man to control you and the situation. Absolutely not. Now, at some point, somebody was talking about, well, could they possibly get back together after this? Hell yeah, they could. These are two people that have been together almost 30 damn years. They have a whole family. If he decided to act right and she decided to take him back, I could see them getting back together. Absolutely. But does it seem like that's what he wants? No. Girl, pull yourself together. Pull yourself together. Make some decisions for yourself. Think about your future. What do you want? What's going to make you happy? What is the next stage of your life? And envision all that shit without him. Make some decisions that fit you. And I'm sick of her not wanting to open up and tell us the full damn story. Every season of the Housewives, we have seen this woman from season 1 all the way to last season try to tell every single woman what they need to share. We're on a reality show. Tell us about it. Tell us about it. When Denise was begging you to stop standing on her neck regarding her alleged relationship with Brandy, she was begging you to get off her back about that shit. She told you this could ruin my marriage and you didn't give a shit. We're on a reality show. We're on a reality show. Well, share your fucking reality. What is happening? Not only that, I heard that at the reunion, the girls were handing her ass and trying to make her answer questions the way she always does the rest of the ladies. And she stormed off the reunion twice, allegedly. Girl, no ma'am. No ma'am, no ma'am. And Kathy, in her confessionals, listen, I think that if any decent blogger could get 5 minutes off to the side with Kathy, they could get all the information out that woman. I'm just saying, she is chomping at the bit to tell all the shit and to definitely put it all on O. She says, we heard all those rumors about Mauricio. It's embarrassing. It's humiliating. But really, we've never seen a picture. Nobody's ever come out. He's not in a position financially to pay anybody off. Now, see, I think that's a lie. I think that he's got quite a bit of money, and I think that was a dig. But I'm telling you, Kathy, you should really stop taking digs at this man's financial life. He is making a hell of a lot more now than he was when he was working for you and your husband. I think that Kathy is just sitting there waiting for Kyle to just blink. That is the signal to spill it. I'm saying at some point, Kyle is going to let it all come out, and it's probably going to be after those divorce papers are served to her nice, beautiful home. Surprisingly to her. There's also some sort of rumors out on social media that whole paparazzi stunt was orchestrated by the morally corrupt Faye Resnick. Now, I didn't call her that. That's what Camille said. I'm just saying, Faye came out and said absolutely not. She would absolutely not do something like that to Kyle. And you know what? To be honest, I don't think that Faye would do that either. Now, Kathy's saying Mauricio is not Brad Pitt. You know what I mean? And she also told Kyle, listen, it takes one call. Well, actually, she said one ring-a-ding, two ring-a-ding. That's Kathy's bullshit. But anyway, it only takes her one call to find out who the hell set that up. I'm sick of them. So then we move over to Erica's house, and Erica's storyline this season is this remodel. And I'm going to tell you, if this is all you have to give, I don't give a shit. I mean, this really is not a good storyline. You remodeled the place. The man came in and brought in some new furniture and hung some, wallpaper. And I'm with her mama. When her mama said, I'm a stickler for perfection. I don't want to see any lines. And when we, hear that she's paid almost $40,000 for this redecorating, I'm with her mama. What the hell? I don't want to see any seams or lines or anything in my wallpaper either after we done gave you $40,000. I'm just saying. Anyway, Erica, she's going to have to come back with something else next season. If this is all you have to give, I don't want to hear it. Now, with her mom being in town, I do appreciate that they had the opportunity to have that heart-to-heart conversation. And I am on the fence regarding Erica because I think it's really amazing that she's been able to pull herself from the ashes. I think it's amazing that she's back to being Roxy Hart on Broadway again. She's got all of these dates, all these performances. I appreciate that. That's great for her. However, this court case stuff is not over. They talked about Tom going to trial. That part of the trial is over. Tom was found guilty. However, I still don't believe 1,000% about that dementia story. I think that if for some reason Tom was actually found innocent, Tom would be back out in these streets just living his best life. That's just my opinion. Because the last couple seasons that Tom was on the show, when him and Erica would have scenes, he was crystal clear. Then all of a sudden this broke. and, you know, Tom's got dementia. I'm not buying that. According to attorney Ron Richards, Erica is still on the hook. She's got a case that's coming to court soon. They are still questioning that alleged money that ended up in her account. So she is not completely finished with this yet. And the reason I say that I'm only 50% excited for her is because, yes, she's entertaining. Yes, she's got this career, but this career was started by the money that came from Tom, which came from the victims. So in my opinion, this career was started with blood money. I want to be there for her. I want to be excited for her, but I cannot forget that people have suffered and people are still suffering. Those people still haven't gotten their money back. So now, you know, you're back on Broadway. Your music is back on track. You know, she's been on several Billboard electronica hit charts. She's got that good, you know, electronica music, the dance stuff, and, you know, but those people are still suffering. They don't have their money back. As her mom said, you know, you've got a new Porsche. You just paid $40,000 for some wallpaper. You know, there's people out here that can't afford their medicine. Those cancer victims, the people who lost family members in plane crashes, they don't have money sometimes for all of the necessities that they need. But you're doing just fine. You got on the show thanks to Tom and those victims and all the money that he took. I mean, I want to be happy for her, but girl, you are not the victim at all. So we swing by Sutton's store, and I thought to myself, Sutton's store to me is just weird. You barely see any clothes in her store. Her store is set up more like a little cozy space where you come to sit down and talk and, you know, have a little drink, maybe flip through some catalogs and order clothes like the old J.C. Penney, you know, 500-page catalog. I mean, where are the clothes? Anyway, remember last video, we were talking about Sutton's store and how it had that for lease sign out there. Well, one of Dorit's fans, and I think he must be famous, but I'm not really sure. I guess he passes Sutton's place on his walks in the morning to go get his cup of joe. And he had a little something to say about Sutton and her place.
Walking to get my Verve coffee. Now, if you watched The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills the other night, Sutton was in her store. Sutton, now this is the store. Long shuttered up. So, it's not Sutton, it's nothing now. Maybe Sutton can ease up off of Dorit. I love Dorit.
Well, listen now. Sutton said that she was in the back. Okay, she was in the back. She's remodeling that place. That place has been shut down for quite some time. I don't know if she's remodeling to reopen the business or not, but it's been shut down for a while. I also don't really know who this guy is and why he's involved, but okay. Anyway, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. Now, Sutton talking to Garcelle, saying that she was trying to figure out if she should invite Dorit. I personally don't think that she should have invited Dorit, and I don't think that Dorit should have accepted the invite. Both of y'all have been acting absolutely ridiculous. That last meetup was so damn embarrassing on both parts, really mostly on Dorit's part, but Sutton should be embarrassed too for her behavior at this fancy, nice caviar establishment while everybody's trying to eat these good caviar baked potatoes and she acting a fool, talking about money. Dorit got what was coming to her ass, but anyway, I wouldn't have went. However, we find out that Dorit accepted the invitation. She decided to go. Now, when they talked about Mauricio, Sutton made some kind of comment that girl that he was hugged up with in the pictures, she said he needs to pull out his dentures. That girl is his daughter's age. And you know that is the truth. I thought the same thing. That girl looks pretty damn young. I would feel real weird, real nasty to date somebody the same age as my son. I just, that's my boy. And I would feel like I was, dating his buddy. You just don't do that, in my opinion, to each his own. But I don't love the thought of dating anybody that's the same age as my child. Sutton did say something I agree with. She said that Kyle needs to wake up and move on. He has clearly moved on. She says that Kyle needs to get her ducks in a row and, get her life, figure out what the hell it is she needs to do to make herself happy, which is the same thing that I've been saying. Now, I did forget, when Kyle removed wife from her title on the Instagram, she mentioned that a while back he had removed husband and father. And I thought to myself, you raggedy bitch. How in the hell are you going to remove father? Okay, so you might be separated and thinking of divorcing her, but you're not divorcing these damn kids. You are still these children's father. You shouldn't have removed that. I thought that was nasty. That pissed me off. That was a little low down for me. I didn't love it. So Garcelle and Dorit meet up for a little lunch, and I was excited about it. I thought, this is nice. This will be good to see Dorit and Garcelle and see if they can start to repair, I can't even say a friendship, but start to maybe build a friendship.
Kyle is at Morgan's concerts. Like, is this Kyle's way of getting back at Mo, being at the concert? And
if you don't want the rumors of this and that.
Right. You don't do the video. You don't do pickup at the airport. I mean, it's hard to think that Mo is not going to move on with his life when Kyle was so public with Morgan. I think Mo's like, all right, well, the writing's on the wall. If she can do this, I can go have my fun.
It feels like you have very rose-tinted glasses when it comes to any kind of Sutton's behavior, and I'm cruel and a raging bitch.
You were.
At Caviar Caspia, she wasn't cruel.
That was mean, and that was really cruel.
I think saying something in the moment would be refreshing.
I get it.
You know?
If she gave you a Kelly, would that change things?
Absolutely. Be over and done with in a second. She'd be my best friend. I'd be calling her.
I appreciate that Garcelle has some compassion for Dorit. She says she's been through a divorce with younger children, and she thinks the rest of the ladies don't realize how much Dorit is going through because, their children were a little bit older when they went through their divorce, so they're not as compassionate to Dorit for what she's going through. I think that's very sweet of Garcelle to recognize that this is really hard on Dorit. Now, Garcelle bringing up the whole Kyle removed wife from her bio and wanting to know if she thought it was possible for them to work it out. And like I said before, I absolutely believe that they could work it out. Should they or will they? Probably not. But after 30 years and having children together, they could figure out a way to make it work if they really wanted to. But they would both have to be on the same page, and they are clearly not. I think they are in two separate books. Mauricio is in Living My Best Life as a Single Bachelor, and Kyle is over here mourning the loss of my family. It's time to get rid of that book. Burn that damn thing. Then she brings up that Kyle was backstage at Morgan's concert. The blogs are saying that she was trying to make Mauricio jealous, and that's why she was there. Now, to read in that comment regarding Garcelle calling out Sutton when she, says negative, nasty things like that, I appreciate Garcelle saying that she did think that was mean and cruel, but cut the shit, Dorit. That's so hypocritical. Bose backs you up 24/7. Not only does Bose back you up 24/7, ever since you joined this show, you have always had somebody backing you up. You had the Fox Force. Erica backs you up. I mean, where were you when Erica was disrespecting Garcelle's son? You and your husband, Kyle, and her husband sat there laughing and joking. You guys thought that shit was cute and funny. You didn't stop and say right then, hey, that's not cute. That's not right what she did, and we shouldn't be sitting here laughing about it. Give me a break. You're being hypocritical. Now, Garcelle asking her about that purse, that Birkin bag. She was laughing and joking, but I think she was telling the truth. I think she absolutely would forgive Sutton of everything. All embarrassment would vanish if she would just give her a Birkin bag. And to me, that says a lot about who she is as a person. Just slide me a nice Birkin bag and I'll forget everything. No, ma'am. Now, when they get over to the show and they're doing the rehearsal, Avi and all that screaming, lights, camera, drum roll, action. You know what? My eardrums would have been done for the evening. Avi, stop it. Jennifer practicing her walk with a drink in her hand. She is hilarious. That lady doesn't take anything too serious. She is funny. I would hang out with her anytime. She is just hilarious to me and so non-problematic. I just like her. Now, finding out that Sutton's mom tried so hard to be at the fashion show, the fact that that lady sat at an airport at her age for 13 hours trying to get to her daughter's fashion show said a lot. I think that visit that her and Sutton had that conversation really worked. Her mom took that to heart, and to me that does say, I love you, I tried. Did anybody notice when they were walking into the event, Erica was about 12 steps away from her mom. She was walking so far in front of that lady. I said, well, what the hell? I didn't even see her turn around to check to see if her mama was all right. Not me, girl. My mom would be right next to me. I don't know. But I'm protective of my mom. Kyle and Dorit hugged it out when they met up. I thought that was great. And I did think that Kyle looked stunning. She was a vision in white. And it was funny that they were laughing at her for holding that beer mug with the non-alcoholic beer. That was funny.
I know TMZ reported that I went to a concert to make Mo jealous, but really? I mean, that's how they think I would make him jealous, standing watching a concert. If I'm going to make him jealous, it would be a lot more than the way I was in those photos, trust me.
I mean, I know.
And let's be honest, the whole joke of it all is that he doesn't even get jealous anyways.
I know.
Mo did text an apology.
But you can have a little discretion.
But have more discretion. Be smarter than that.
Yes.
I do feel that the person he was with, it was a little weird that paparazzi happened to be there, and it looked a little strange.
Staged.
I knew that he didn't know. I'm not so sure about the other person.
Listen, Kyle now wants to turn it over into this girl is probably who set up the paparazzi stunt. Listen, if I was a side chick, I probably would set up the paparazzi stunt too. I don't know. I'm not 1,000% sure of side chick behavior, but if I was a side chick of somebody and I thought that our relationship was, going to go somewhere, but it was held up by this long ass separation, I might try a few stunts. I don't know. But something tells me that this girl didn't set this up. I would not be surprised if this was Mauricio setting this up. Now, Kathy hobbling in there talking about she broke her knee or she thinks she broke her knee. You didn't break your knee. Believe you me, if your knee was broke, you would not be able to limp in. And then pretending that she didn't know how to say hors d'oeuvres is bullshit. This is Kathy Hilton. You have a butler. Your family is a part of the Hilton Hotel brand and a whole bunch of other hotel brands. Even if you guys sold your main interest in the business, I thought I read that somewhere. I don't know. But come on. You know how to say hors d'oeuvres. This is the type of shit that's starting to piss me off. I don't love it. It's not cute anymore. Then the whole thing with maybe Dorit should help out and be the announcer, be the MC of the evening. What the hell? Where did that idea come from? You were at the Caviar event. You saw the way they behaved. You know that this is Sutton's big night. Why would you do that? Then for her to limp her ass backstage right before the show starts to offer Dorit's service to Sutton. Sutton was mad as hell. And I would be mad too. This is my big night, my big show. This is the first time I ever done this. I'm so excited and scared at the same time. I don't need you hobbling your ass back here to put on this performative bullshit. Get out of here. I mean, I didn't love it. And then standing out there in the middle, talking to Erica's mom, sit the hell down. As many fashion shows as she has been to, she knows proper fashion show etiquette. I didn't think it was cute. Cut the shit. I thought that Sutton did a good job. I thought her fashions were really good. I think that I was smiling from ear to ear with Garcelle and her son. I love the dress that Jennifer was wearing. Love a sweater dress. And Kyle and Dorit, I would just like to know what happened to your fashion lines. What's going on there? It was a good show. This episode was just okay for me. Anyway, you guys, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.